Buy them. Stay hydrated. Stay alive.
For
Don't
real.
unalive yourself by not hydrating. For Music Lovers Only and Room Green Productions promotes hydration.
Stay wet, my friends.
Stay wet, my friends.
Wop.
Tonight's episode of Corey on Thin Ice will not be seen tonight to bring you this fabulous podcast. Welcome to For Music Lovers Only, a podcast where each host makes a top 5 list of their favorite songs from this week's topic. Each week is a new topic. Tune in, I dare you. Music Lovers Only.
Clap.
Bam! What's up, everybody? How are y'all doing today? Got Coach and Santia joining me again.
We did it again.
It's like it's a regular thing, huh?
Yeah, we made it happen again.
Again.
Our busy schedules came together, and here we are.
Here we are.
Yeah.
Here we are.
We
We're
made
gonna
it.
talk posthumous. I still don't know how to use the right. I think I'm saying it right. Posthumous
Yeah.
releases.
Songs that make you sit upright.
Set up right. Yep.
My back.
Posture. But yeah, like I said, I think I'm saying it right. I think I'm using it right. But we're going to talk that. It was a pretty big list. I kept going down the rabbit hole, and kind of one thing led to another with a lot of them. And there were some of them that just released that I really wanted to talk about. So I'm going to have to figure out. We're going to have to make up a category for that or a topic for that.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, it's a beautiful day here. I've been enjoying the sun, loving the sun.
Oh yeah, it's
Loving
nice.
the weather.
Yeah, I got out a little bit. I have a mouse in my house. And I was wondering what my cat was doing, because he was just like, ah! And I was like, you stupid dumb cat, you don't know what you're doing at all. You need to quit.
He was scared of the mouse.
No, he was trying to get it, and he was destroying my house, trying to get to it. And then finally I found my cheese packets, my pizza cheese packets were all chewed up, and I was like, oh, that's what you were doing. So I had to go to stores and get stuff for that. And
How fun.
Yeah. So
start charging them rent.
We got like 50 or 60 neighborhood cats, so we don't have to worry about mice out. We're out in the country too, where every time they mow, you worry about them, but the cats just line up, and it's like a civil war, or like you would expect, like when
300
they're running at each other, those cats are freaking slaying them.
The South will rise.
Yeah, this cats are repping the North, and they're freaking taking it out.
You're not seceding today.
No. Like I said, this day in music, we had some pretty good stuff going on here, and one of them was kind of the inspiration for this topic was Otis Redding. This is his 4-week stint with number one with Sitting on the Dock of the Bay, which I did not put it on my list. I don't know if anybody else did, but he was the inspiration for it, and so I kind of left him off of my list, even though he would be number one. He would be number one. And
Good
then
song.
on this day in 1948, jazz musician Billie Holiday was released early from Alderson Federal Prison Camp in West Virginia, which she was arrested for possession of heroin. And some say that old lady Day was set up. The FBI planted it on her because of her song "Strange Fruit."
Yeah.
And I don't think she wrote it, but she recorded it. But it's a pretty powerful song. I had to listen to it. I'd never heard it, and I was just like, I mean, I don't know about if it's planting heroin bad, but it's it's talking about the times, and the FBI was scared about it, is what some people say.
Yeah, you start bringing up what's going on, and people lose their minds.
Yeah, I know. It's funny how that works. 1972, John Lennon and Yoko Ono.
Yoko, that's my girl.
Yeah, they were served with deportation papers by the U.S. immigration. So I think they got off of that, and they maybe had to go back to England for a little bit or something, and then came back. I can't remember how, but John's been in the music news a lot lately.
Yeah.
And then on this day again in 72, just right around the corner, James Brown performs 2 shows to over 1,000 detainees awaiting trial at the adolescent remand shelter on Rikers Island.
Yeah.
So he was working it that day for I don't know the whole story about why they were there or what that is, but James Brown
might have been that might have been a punishment for something he did. They might have been like, well, we'll let you off if you know, because that dude did some things.
Could be. 72.
I mean, he shot a shotgun in the air once.
That was before that, I believe.
Drugged some people around, you know.
Yeah, did some domestic violence. It just, you know, the norm, the huge.
Yeah. It was the times.
Yeah, something.
No.
I wanted, I don't know. I don't know really Corey Feldman's drug history, but I did not want to make fun of it.
He did all of them.
I know, but I don't know where he is. But you know, I'm just like,
he's whack. I mean, that's where he is. If you've watched,
oh my god,
he's freaking out there, man. His music is not great, and he is out there. I'd go to a concert
his 80s movies
just to go, but
I love his 80s movies, but his music and his dancing,
it's kind of I mean, if you have money and time, do you know?
He's out working, I guess.
Out there. I mean,
his
somebody.
His wife or soon to be ex-wife, estranged wife, is trying to take him to the cleaners. Is the only recent information I found about him. I didn't delve deep into it, but
I don't think
so. I just stick with the thin ice and then
lots of clean. I don't think he's got a lot of money.
Yeah,
he's probably got a decent amount.
He's gonna take all his Michael Jackson memorabilia. She's gonna hit him where it hurts.
Oh, Shimon. All right, so yeah, we're gonna talk some music. I think we're ready. Casey, you got the spinner handy?
I do. It's right here.
I thought it was gonna come out with like glitter or something.
I didn't get there. It's been a busy week. There's been a lot going on. I was gonna work on it last night, and then I went to the ER. No. Oh, that was a bad spin. I was doing.
That's on the line.
I'm gonna give that one to Josh.
That's Josh.
I think it needs to be spun again.
All right, I'll do it again.
All right, we'll spin it again.
Respin that one.
Okay, now it's absolutely you.
Okay. You may live to regret this, or you may not.
Stole some of mine. I got extras.
Yeah, I put on some extras too.
Yeah,
I had to look it up, and I was like, well, if we're all Googling, then I'll go Google further in the Google. Yeah. Then I think everybody's going to do it. And then I was like, well, that's what they're going to do.
And then just keep going down the rabbit hole. I didn't sleep for 3 days, man.
I have 2 that would probably be pretty high up on there. And then I think my other ones are maybe a little further down.
Yeah.
Oh, Kevin said he's recording some the Haters Coalition.
Haters Coalition.
Good tunes.
Good, buddy.
Yeah. All right. So my number 5 and most was G.G. Allin, and most of his music was released posthastily. I don't like this word. It gives me anxiety, this word. After his death. And he really wasn't known. We've talked about him before. He really wasn't known for being a good musician or writing great songs, but one he released was a cover, Carmelita, and it was off the Carnival of Success album in 1995. And Gigi had passed in 93, OD'd. But it's a Warren Zevon, however you want to say it, song. I think he wrote it first. And so I was sitting in a little River City brewery one Saturday morning, waiting on maybe a Sunday morning, waiting on my jug to, get filled up. And these 2 old guys are playing this song Carmelita, and I'm like, I'd never heard of any other version before, and I'm like, what the hell do these old guys know about G.G. Allin? I'm like, holy cow! I was a little blown away. Come to find out, they didn't probably know who G.G. Allin was. It had been covered several times. Dwight Yoakam, Bonnie Raitt, I think, did a cover of it. Warren Zevon does his version of it.
Mm-hmm.
And it's probably been done a couple times, but it's a great song. Number 4 this was another one. I think the artist has made a list or two, but Elliott Smith. He was one of the loves of my life. Had turned me on to her goth music, and some of it stuck. There's a couple of good ones, and he's just sad music. And he died really weirdly. I don't know how exactly, but he always was talking about somebody's trying to kill him.
Uh-huh.
And when I got told these stories or read some of these stories, I remembered Dead Men on Campus, the guy that running around thinking that they're trying to steal his brain.
Oh man.
Yeah, but my song by Elliott Smith is Going Nowhere.
Okay.
And that was released 2007, and he died in 2003. And number 3, we talked about Mr. Dimebag Darrell. 5 or 6 episodes ago, if not more.
Mm-hmm.
But Rebel Meets Rebel, Get Out of My Life, that was released in 2006, and the whole album was, and he died in 2004.
Mm-hmm.
And that whole album with David Allan Coe, it's just, I didn't like it at first. At first, I was like, what is going on here? I mean, it sounded like a train wreck, and then it grew on me. I enjoy it. There's some songs that I can do without.
Yeah, I remember when we were doing the Dimebag Darrell, and I ran into that album, and that's kind of how I was. I was like,
this is weird. This is weird, but I gave it a chance a few more times, and I liked it. This one I had forgot about, and I'm glad I remembered and bumped it back on the list. But my number 2 is Mac Miller, Circles.
Oh,
is the album 2020. Good News is the song. I love
There's
that
one
song.
we had. That's
Good News.
You sunk his battleship.
Oh. But that song is, I mean, like I said, I've listened to it 2 or 3 times before just so I could remember some of the lyrics, and I was going to pull them up, but I forgot. But it's just, wow.
Yeah.
Wow.
I was listening to that driving a couple of days ago. And it's like, it's a happy and a sad song.
Yeah. I mean, that whole album is kind of he hints at his death. He kind of knew, I think,
Mm-hmm.
I don't know if he knew, but it seems like he knew in the lyrics of this album.
Mm-hmm.
So my number one, Blind Melon, Shannon Hoon, from the Nico album, which was released in '96 after his death.
Mm-hmm.
And it's the song is Soup.
Yeah.
And I love, Shannon has always been number 1, and I love the Blind Melon. Like I said, I hate the No Rain. I mean, I don't hate it, but it is definitely my least favorite song.
It was on
Great
all
album.
the time. It's on right now.
Yeah. Somewhere. It's playing right now somewhere. And we'll save all the honor mentions to the end, just because this could be a double-crossed list.
All right.
You only took one of mine, so
only one.
Okay. Good list.
Good list. All right, we spinning.
We're spinning.
Do 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 do.
Coach
is up.
Woo!
I guess we know who's third then. Oh. When you first said this one, I kind of thought, man, I don't think there's, is there that many songs? I mean, I knew there was, but you don't think about how many there are and how many even kind of big songs that there were. So like my number 5 is one of them that probably is in the top 10 or 15 of the after death songs, but it's Hypnotize, Biggie Smalls.
Yeah.
That was an influential time in my life, and that was the music I was listening to then, man.
That was fun music.
Oh yeah.
Dude, I'm flashing the West Side off the camera.
I was gonna say, after he went though, man, every day for months that was the CD that was in, and that song a lot. So
yeah.
My number 4 was Jimi Hendrix, Hear My Train a Comin'. It's a freaking awesome version and completely different, but it was awesome, man. It was just a cool version. It was him I like when he does like the blues jam. I mean, I love all of his stuff, but like when it's that kind of more laid back jamming. It's cool. So
Oh yeah, Jimi Hendrix Blues is an amazing album.
oh yeah, that's one of my probably, if not my favorite, one of my favorites. Jonathan Goodman, a good friend of mine growing up, his mom and another lady would take us to all the blues crawls, and anybody that would cover some of that stuff, they'd be like, that's Hendrix, telling you about it the whole way home, or when we get home, they'd dig out the record and we're playing it. And so 3 was one of the, again, a real popular one. It was on top on every list, but it was one of the ones I guess I didn't even realize was a song that came out after he died. But Buffalo Soldier, Bob Marley.
Yeah.
I almost didn't even do that one because I knew that was one that would. But I honestly, that one just kind of threw me for a loop because I really thought that was one that, he did. Like, I figured that was a concert song or whatever. And so when I seen that, I didn't realize it was one that came out after he died.
Yeah, that's what I
He really only had a couple that it came out after, I think, if I remember right. Because I kind of dug into it to find another song because, like you said, that was the top. And I was like, well, he's got to have another one. But
yeah, I knew Dock of the Bay. I knew quite a few of them. But like I said, even up until we searched that, I didn't know that was a song. So that was a aha for me. My number 2 was Johnny Cash, Ain't No Grave. Is just another awesome, just raspy, just crazy blues type, song, just like old school Johnny Cash, but new, you know what I mean? So
yeah, like I said, I think American Recordings 5 and 6, I think, which 6 was Ain't No Grave and 5 was I can't think of the name of it now, but
yeah, there was so many. So it's crazy how much. And some of these guys, you knew there was a lot of music that was recorded that didn't come out, but some of them you don't realize how much.
Yeah,
especially if somebody wants to clean it up and wants to release it, how much. So, and then my number 1's also my number 1 guy. It's Tom Petty, For Real.
Yeah,
it's kind of just again, that's like a heart and soul. It's almost another one of those no it's coming to the end type songs all through the song, and talking about just being you and him being him, his whole freaking journey, so
I don't think I've heard that one, man.
Oh, it's freaking awesome. I don't know, man. Good song.
Yeah, I'll definitely check it out.
Sweet.
I've been sticking to the playlist, so
yeah,
I've been pretty faithful with the last couple weeks.
I walked somebody to it the other day to show them.
Yeah. I saw Petty on the list and I was like, somebody's gonna pick that.
Jana says Mac. She's glad that Mac.
Hey,
Happy
Jana.
Mac. That sounds like a McDonald's thing. Happy Mac made the list. Love Petty. Thanks for tuning in, Jana.
Yay. Thank you guys for looking.
Yeah, we're gonna spin again just to see if the universe.
Let's do it.
Let's see if it does. If the universe, see right there.
All right. There we go.
Oh,
wow.
Coach, gotta come up with another. There.
I got enough of a list to go again, but
all right, bye guys.
There.
I guess I don't get to do
Look at us. Look at us. Teamwork makes the dream work.
It does. It really does. So when I was going through the list, I realized that Nickelback is still alive. So unfortunately, I can't bless you guys with any Nickelback today because everybody has.
Isn't there music dead? No, I'm sorry. Just joking.
But you can. You can. Remember the Dimebag Darrell song that he used? You use that one. I totally expected that one.
No, it's because they're all still alive. So,
but
we do need to talk about Nickelback a little bit more, just so we can get him pinged on the algorithm.
Yeah, that's true. On the get you to open form list,
Santia really needs to open for them in Oklahoma. Where in Oklahoma?
Oklahoma, yeah, on April the 22nd. I'll look it up and then I'll plug me opening for Nickelback at the Choctaw Casino and Resort.
Yes, so everybody.
Yeah, on Saturday, April 6th. Call them and then say Santia Soul wants to open for Nickelback and we want to see her there.
Yeah, we heard she is, and we're only coming if she's the opening act.
Call them, email them, message them, tag them.
Get this campaign going
right now.
Make it happen. Make it happen.
Okay.
All right. So the first one that I got, I took it way back. I was like, let's go way, way back. And did you know that Ludwig van Beethoven song For Elise was not actually put on a record until after he died?
Oh, really?
Which makes sense.
I could say it probably wasn't put on a CD till after he died. I don't know if records were invented. I don't know where.
Says that when I looked through it, I was like, it just wasn't released. So he had written it, but it hadn't been performed at that point. I was like, sweet. For Elise is one of my favoriteest symphonic songs ever in the history of symphonies. The first time I heard it, I loved it. And classical pieces don't get a whole lot of recognition these days. Yeah. And really, Beethoven, he was it.
Well, when did Beethoven, when was he alive? 1500s, wasn't it? Something. So there was no recording devices invented at that time, all we had. So there's no actual record. I just now realize this. There's no actual recordings of Beethoven. It's the sheet music that somebody played of his music.
Uh-huh.
So man, that's kind of weird to think about that.
Yeah.
If you had heard Beethoven live, you were getting a juicy nugget that nobody else could have. That was a once in a lifetime. That made it more special.
Right. Absolutely.
Yeah. Wow. That's pretty crazy.
Yeah.
You said you took it deep and it just threw my mind. Sorry. Ludwig Beethoven.
Yeah. So
rocking.
Yeah. I thought that was really cool. I really did. And I feel like I saw that in a movie somewhere too. But
he was alive in the 1800s. He died in 1827.
Okay. Still, I don't think, like I said, phonograph was like the first type of record recording, I believe. And I think that was like at the turn of the 19th century, Edison.
1857. There was a vibrating pen. 1877 was the first phonograph.
1877.
Yeah, and it was Thomas Edison, maybe. Yeah. It says Thomas Edison, but we don't know. But that's it.
Yeah, we know he stole everything.
Yeah. Yeah.
Tesla.
I wasn't gonna say that, but we know. We know.
We know. We all know.
All right. Next one. I'm counting backwards to number 4 is Selena, Dreaming of You Tonight.
Yeah.
And that song came out and it would be on the radio and I'd be in love with some imaginary person. And I had no idea that she had passed at that point. I remember when it came out on the radio and she was already gone. And it was just like late at night when all the world, and I'd be like, I love you, imaginary man.
She's beautiful. I could not get into her music.
It's one of my favorite movies. I love that movie, man.
Oh yeah.
Alina.
It's a good movie, and she was an awesome artist. It's just she's not for she's love song, early pop.
Yeah.
So yeah, it was more for me.
Oh man, she was my Hispanic Britney Spears.
She was the coming up Gloria Estefan.
Yeah.
Oh, Gloria!
I was still in love with Gloria Estefan.
Oh my God, Gloria was killing it. And the Sound Machine.
The rhythm is gonna get you. That was her, wasn't it? The rhythm is gonna get you.
Number 3 was Bob Marley, but we're gonna change that.
No,
that's fine because I'm having a hard time picking one of these because I love all of my honorable mentions. But I'm gonna say Queen. Too Much Love Will Kill You. And the reason why I put that there is because
seriously, it will.
Yeah, it really will. But yeah, the reason why I put that there is because I hadn't heard the song before. And so I put it on, started just bawling immediately.
Yeah.
Because it's such a conversation about just like how much, so much love can do for you and to you.
Yeah, against you.
Yeah, and it's like so much. It's too much love can kill you just as much as not enough was one of my favorite lines in that song. It's just like love is just evil.
And
Brian Adams.
Same
Is
time.
he dead? Is Brian Adams still alive? Anybody know?
I thought so. Didn't he? I was pretty sure he's alive.
Yeah. Cuts like a knife, though.
I don't know. I haven't talked to him in a while.
Yeah.
Number 2, Sam Cooke. Change is gonna come.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, I have no idea. That is the most beautiful song in history. Just
He is
like,
still alive.
oh yeah, yeah. It's so powerful and so strong. So, and I love Sam Cooke. He's an awesome, just amazing artist. Just period.
Yeah. Oh yeah. How did he die? I can't remember. Was it? I mean, it was cut. He was cut early. I'm pretty sure.
I feel like I don't know. I just don't know. Coach, are you looking it up?
Justifiable homicide.
Yeah.
What?
I don't know what.
How's it homicide if it's justifiable? Wouldn't that be manslaughter?
I don't know. Sam Cooke dies under suspicious circumstances. In response
the FBI. I mean,
shooting, officers of Los Angeles Police Department dispatched and found him dead. I don't know. It'd be a long story, but he was shot.
He was shot. He got shot.
He was hanging out with Billie Holiday too much.
Oh,
like, nope. God dang it.
Yeah. My last one, and I don't know if you guys watch America's Got Talent, but there was this lady, her name was Nightbird, and she got on to this show and she sung her song or whatever else, and it was called It's Okay. And she was telling the judges just kind of a little bit about her life or whatnot. She was getting emotional, and somebody asked her, like, you started writing your own songs, you were brave enough to perform your own song on the show. What's your motivation? And she had like stage 4 cancer. She's dying. And she decided that instead of just living with dying and sitting down and waiting for it to happen, she was going to go make her dreams come true. So she gets pretty far in the America's Got Talent. But her song has inspired so many different artists that have, where'd Coach go?
I don't know. I didn't do it.
Yeah, so many different artists that he's probably crying because of the weight of this story. Have inspired so many people to just cover that song. And then one of the quotes that she had was that really touched me is, you can't wait until life isn't hard anymore before you decide to be happy.
Yeah.
And so her song came out after she died. She was recording. And then just finally succumbed to her illness. So that's my number 1.
What was the name of the song again?
It's called It's Okay.
It's Okay.
By Nightbird.
Okay. Coach says he lost power for a sec.
Oh, wow.
Yeah. See if he comes on. We got 2 minutes, so.
Yeah.
So I guess he did the abrupt goodbye this time. Like, deuces.
So you doing anything for the weekend?
All week I was like, okay, maybe I'll go out. Maybe I'll go out. And I'm like, now that it's Saturday, I'm like,
yeah. And it's like the day before St. Patrick's Day.
Yeah.
And I just don't.
Way people-y. The people that celebrate and get out, aren't the people that drink regularly, so they think they can handle it because I got like a third Irish in me,
Yeah. Oh my God.
They're sloppy drunk by 9 o'clock and acting fools. So I'm like, ugh.
Yeah, I had some folks that were like already a little bit sloshed.
Coach
like,
again,
hey,
coach again. Yes.
No.
Can you hear us?
I can hear you. I don't know if you can hear me.
I can hear you barely.
Hear you, Coach?
Barely.
Yeah.
It's a Busta Rhymes video.
Back up.
put your hands where my eyes can see. But yeah, we'll figure out something. Like I said, me and Coach were kind of talking a little bit before. We may do a little something different next week, maybe if we're all available. We'll talk about that. And yeah, I'm like I said, last week we did Art Assault out at middle of the road headquarters there. And that worked pretty good. There was some technical difficulties, and I can't remember when the first Sunday in April we'll be back. We got a good start on some paintings, some painting.
Stop moving the camera. I'm sorry. Go ahead. I'm paying attention, Josh.
But yeah, it was good. I appreciate it again, Mr. Coach again, because I'm the coach. Yeah, we're gonna get off here.
All
Thanks
right.
for tuning in, everybody. Thanks for coming on, talking music with us, and we'll be back next week.
All right. Have a good night, everybody. Happy St. Patrick's Day. Be safe.
Bam.